Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. This is our second session of today's portion of the Master's Spotlight series. We're fortunate to have National University of Singapore's Business School here with us today, presenting regarding the master's programs that they are offering. As usual, there's going to be some links dropped in the chat. Make sure that you register for the giveaway at the end of the session. Make sure that you register for subsequent sessions, and make sure that you post your questions there. I know a lot of people would like to take the opportunity to get your questions answered, and this is the perfect time to do that. So Daniel, I'll let you introduce yourself. Go ahead and tell us what your role is, and after that, jump right into your presentation. And once you're done, I will come back on for the Q&A. All right.
Thanks very much, Josh. Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Daniel. I represent the NUS Business School and MSc Programs Office. So firstly, a very big thank you to GMAT Club for inviting us to this Master Spotlight. And I'm happy to share the different MSc programs that we are offering here at the Business School. So without further ado, let me just get started. For the benefit of those who do not know where and what Singapore, how Singapore came to be about, we are founded in 1819, about 200 years ago. We are known as the little red dot. We are a tropical city-state island nation, and we gained independence about 56 years ago in 1965. We are a very small country, only 700 square kilometers. It takes about an hour to travel from one end to the other end of the country. We have a population of about 5.6 million. Out of those, 3.4 million are citizens. And we have 4 official languages, English, Chinese, Tamil, and with Malay as our national language. We are situated about 1 degrees north of the equator. So our average temperature is about 30 degrees Celsius all year round. Unfortunately, we don't have the 4 seasons. So we only have the sunny weather or the rainy weather throughout the year. Let me jump right into NUS. We were founded about 116 years ago in 1905 as a medical school. NUS Business School is one of the 17 different faculties and schools. The other faculties and schools include a music conservatory, the School of Continuing and Lifelong Education, or what we call SCALE, and Yale NUS College. We also have 12 entrepreneurial hubs worldwide in different in different cities, and this is where we train our budding entrepreneurs to have in the different entrepreneurial skills. At NUS, we have more than 40,000 students from 100 countries in 3 different campuses. The Business School, we are situated at the Kent Ridge campus, which is on the southwest corner of the island. NUS Business School, we are founded in the same year as when Singapore gained independence in 1965. Currently, we have more than 130 full-time faculty from 20 different regions, and we are also AACSB and EQUIS accredited. At any one time, we have more than 4,000 undergraduate and postgraduate students studying different programs on campus. The vision of our business school is to be the leading business school in Asia, globally recognized for excellence in education and research. We want to advance knowledge and develop leaders to serve business and society. We have 5 core values: excellence, integrity, innovation, teamwork, and care. And these are exemplified by students, faculty, and staff. If and when you do join us in NUS Business School, you will see that these core values are actually the room names in some of the rooms in our building. These are some of the international rankings that we have obtained recently, in 2020 and 2021. We're proud to say that we are first in Asia. NUS is first in Asia in the QS World University Rankings, and we are ranked 13 in the world for the QS University Rankings for Business and Management Studies, and also Accounting and Finance. At NUS Business School, we have 6 academic departments: Accounting, Analytics and Operations, Finance, Management and Organization, Marketing, and also Strategy and Policy. These are the suite of undergraduate, postgraduate, and non-degree programs that we offer here at the Business School. I will be sharing the programs that are highlighted in orange, the pre-experienced master's degrees. There will be 5 different programs and also 2 double degree programs. Without further ado, let me jump right into the first program that I will be sharing today, the MSc in Accounting. So why the MSc Accounting? So accounting has gone beyond traditional bookkeeping with the accountants carrying ledger books around. Accounting capabilities are gaining momentum, and accountants are increasingly adopting technology and big data in their day-to-day work. So this program aims to equip these recent graduates with the required skills and knowledge so that they can adapt to the different changes that they will experience or that will be coming in the accounting field. What we aim to do is to combine the accounting theory with data analytics skills so that students will be able to excel in this industry. This program also has an experiential learning component to provide a practical experience for students who wish to practice accounting in the future. This program is unique in that it emphasizes the interaction between finance, financial reporting, and also analytics. So we are coaching our students to be proficient, to be in the actual accounting function, and also to be analytics trained. This program is 12 months and is delivered intensively. There are core modules, elective modules, and also the experiential learning component. A student will need to complete 40 modular credits in order to graduate from this program. This program has an intake in August each year. So in late July, there will be the orientation program. In the first semester, students will study 4 core modules from preparing financial statements to applied data science and visualization. In the second semester, students will take 1 core module in corporate accounting and reporting, followed by 3 elective modules in analytics and data management, bank compliance, and also financial statement analysis. In the special term, between May to July, students will complete 2 elective modules, an M&A due diligence module, and also a practical module. The 5 elective modules that students will take will result in a specialization in financial analytics. This specialization is introduced in this first intake in August 2021, and there will be new specializations which will be introduced in the future. These are our faculty members who will be teaching in the program. So our faculty members, they have different PhD and master degrees from reputable institutions around the world. So for example, Prof. David Reed is the chair professor and head of Department of Accounting. He is the leading authority of family firms research. And Professor Kerbin, he is the provost chair and the Changjiang scholar. And his recent research focuses on detecting accounting fraud based on machine learning approaches. So this program makes use of a mix of full-time faculty as well as industry practitioners to give an edge or to give the industry perspective to train our students to have the theory as well as the practical experience. These are some more of our faculty members who will likely be teaching in the program. Further information, you can always refer to our website or write to us at mscacc@nus.edu.sg. The second program that I'll be introducing is the MSc in Finance. Why do this program? Singapore is the region's financial hub. So we want to groom recent graduates to be able to address the changes in the different environments that are faced by the financial sector, so that students will be able to identify the lasting and impactful changes, so that they will be able to excel in this industry. So this program leverages on the resources and the network of the department, the finance department, as well as the business school, and the university as a whole. There is also an experiential learning component inbuilt in the curriculum, so that students will have a better understanding of how the industry works. This is about a 1.5 year program, 16 months. Students will take foundation and core modules, and also elective modules, and as well as an experiential learning component to complete the program, 50 modular credits in order to graduate from this program. This program also starts in August each year, with our orientation in late July, early August. This program welcomes students without a business background. So this first semester is a foundation semester where the foundations of finance will be taught to students. So topics such as introduction to finance and accounting for finance professionals, as well as financial modeling and statistics and data analytics will be taught to students, so that students will have a good foundation for the subsequent semesters. In the core semester of January to April, students will have the opportunity to take different aspects of finance in corporate finance, finance and options and fixed income, investments, as well as international finance and economics. Between May to July, the experiential learning component, students will partake in an internship or project which can be completed anywhere in the world. In the final semester, August to November, students will complete 5 elective modules, and they will complete a specialization. They can choose to complete a specialization in one of 3 different areas: corporate finance, investment finance, and finance and technology. For the recent intake in August 2020, we have 91 students from 19 different regions, and we are very proud to share that we have more than 90% of the cohort who are international. These are some of the faculty who will be teaching in this program. And what we would like to highlight here is that regardless of what your undergraduate program or what your undergraduate discipline may be, you will still be able to pursue a career in finance. For example, Professor Sumit, he has a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, but he is currently a leading professor, finance professor in the business school. These are some additional faculty members who will be teaching in the program. They come from various different backgrounds and from different nationalities as well. For further information, you can always refer to our website and also email us at our email address. Third program that I'll be introducing is the newest kid on the block, the MSc in Human Capital Management and Analytics. Human resource is becoming more digital and more human-centered. So we see a gap in the HR because there are no completely technical professionals who are able to tie in the human resource function with a technical function. So this program is introduced to bridge this gap. We want to combine the functional HR capabilities with an analytical mindset to allow students or to allow HR practitioners to lead different changes that they in the workplace and to have new ways of thinking. This program also has an experiential learning module to combine HR and analytics in a real-world setting. This program is developed in conjunction with the industry, so with inputs from the industry. So it is definitely very industry relevant. This is a one-year program, 12 months. There are 38 modular credits for the different modules, and also 4 modular credits for the experiential learning component, for a total of 42 modular credits to complete the program. This is a January intake program. So with our orientation in early January, the program itself will begin in sometime in mid-January. Students will take 6 modules, a mix of a 4 modular credit module and 2 modular credit modules. So students will take different modules in people analytics, talent management, and also communication to build the soft skills as well as the hard skills that are required for HR personnel with analytical background. In the special terms, in NUS term, it's the summer term between May to July. Students will do an experiential learning component, which is an internship or applied project similar to our MSc Finance program. Specifically for the special term 2, in between June to July, students will take 2 modules, one in labor and employment law, the other one in leading and managing difficult employees. In the final semester, between August to November, students will take 5 modules to complement what they have studied in their first semester. So things like compensation and performance management, business ethics, which is very important and increasingly important, and also talent assessment and selection. These are some of the faculty members who will be teaching in the program. Professor J is our academic director, as well as Professor Wu Pei Chuan, who is the deputy academic director for this program. Professor Remus is the head of the department for the management and organization department. This program also makes use of a mix of industry practitioners as well as full-time faculty to complement what students will study in the program itself. You may refer to our website for further information about the program. And of course, you can always email us for further information. The next program that I'm going to talk about is the MSc Management program. This is a general management program, a 1-year full-time pre-experience program. The program itself is very global, is very diverse. Your classmates will come from all parts of the world. And we want to build students with a solid foundation in the different management topics. This is a 1-year program, like I said earlier, starts in January each year, ends in November, December each year. Students will take 10 elective modules to complete the program. There are no core modules for this program, so students will be able to pick and choose what elective modules they like to read in order to complete the modules, or in order to complete the program. Some modules that are typically offered include business analytics, marketing analytics, negotiation and conflict management, as well as Asian business environments. The modules are offered from a variety of disciplines from all the 6 academic departments from the business school, as well as a range of different hard skills and soft skills that are required for a successful professional. This program is taught by the faculty from different departments, for example, in strategy and policy, in finance, and in marketing. as well as faculty members from analytics and operation, as well as from accounting department. This program, as I mentioned, has modules from different academic departments. So our faculty teaching in this program comes from different backgrounds and different disciplines. I would like to also share about the CEMS double degree program with the MSc Management program. But first of all, let me share about what is CEMS all about. CEMS is a global alliance of different universities and corporate partners, which is dedicated to educating and preparing future generations of business leaders. It was established more than 30 years ago by 4 universities in Europe, and it has grown to an alliance of more than 30 business schools around the world currently. CEMS offers the MIM program to students who are enrolled in the MSc program at a partner university. The CEMS MIM is not offered as a standalone program, so it is always a double degree program with the MSc program. NUS, we became the first school in Asia to become a full academic member back in 2008. CEMS itself, they have unique curriculum components which all students have to meet in order to graduate from the program. A block seminar is a 1-week intensive course at the start of the first term to allow discussion of the different management topics from the different cultural and academic perspectives. Global citizenship is only offered in term 2, which will allow students the opportunity to engage with the sustainable development goals from the United Nations in order to build a more sustainable way of doing business and to be business leaders. Business projects are consultancy-like projects, usually in conjunction with a corporate partner, and these will allow students to have a real-life learning experience to solve real-life business problems. Finally, skill seminars, they provide training on different essential and practical skills in order for the students to have an effective professional career. There are some other requirements for CEMS. For example, students must spend at least 2 of 3 CEMS terms abroad in a different country. All students will graduate with competency in 3 different languages, one of which is English. Students will also need to complete an international internship with a minimum of 8 weeks full-time. So CEMS is ranked 13 in the world in Financial Times MIM ranking in 2020. And as I said, we have now 34 member schools in the alliance. This alliance also has more than 60 corporate and social partners. These are all the academic partners that are in this alliance. The newest members in this alliance include Cornell University from the States, American University in Cairo in Egypt, the University of Los Andes in Colombia, and the Graduate School of Business in the University of Cape Town in South Africa. So this alliance really encompasses universities from the 6 different continents. So why do the CEMS MIM with MSc Management? Students have the opportunity to study in 3 top business schools and earn 2 master's degrees in just 1.5 years. This is the program structure for the double degree program with the MSc Management. Students will spend about 6 months in NUS, followed by 2 semesters abroad in 2 different CEMS universities. And the internship component can be done anywhere in between the semesters as long as there is an 8-week period for students to fulfill this requirement. For the most recent intake in January 2021, just last month, we have more than 160 students from 24 different regions who are currently studying in this program. More than 95% of them are from different parts of the world. This is guaranteed. It's guaranteed that you will study in a really diverse classroom, because in addition to NUS students, we also receive students from the partner universities, typically about 30 to 40 students in each semesters, and they will take modules from our MSc Management program. For further information, you may refer to our website at mim.nus.edu.sg, or you can also email us at mscmgt@nus.edu.sg. The final program that I'm going to share today is the MSc Marketing Analytics and Insights. So why do this program? We want to train our students to be three things: analytics expert, insight creators, and thought leaders. Analytics experts who will be able to use different analytical tools to analyze the numerous marketing data that the marketing firms and marketing departments will get, and to develop insights based on this data and to communicate this data effectively to clients and to your leaders. So this program is delivered between 12 to 15 months over 3 semesters. Students will take core, elective, and modules, as well as an experiential learning component, for a total of 40 modular credits to graduate. This program starts in August each year. So before the program starts proper, there is a pre-entry module on the principles of marketing to ensure that every student will have at least the foundations of marketing, because this program welcomes students from non-marketing, non-business background to be admitted into this program. For the next 2 semesters, between August to December and January to May, students will complete 5 core modules in big data, marketing analytics, digital marketing, consumer insights, and visualization and communications. Students will also complete 4 elective modules in the 2 semesters. Some of the elective modules that offer include pricing analytics, customer relationship management, Python programming, and also research for marketing insights. In between May to July or May to October, students will complete an internship or a project which can be completed anywhere globally, similar to our MSc in Finance and MSc in Accounting, as well as the MSc in HTMA program. These are the professors, the faculty members who will be teaching in the program. Professor Chu is our academic director for this program. Likewise, for all other programs, this program utilizes a mix of industry practitioners as well as full-time faculty to ensure that students will have industry-relevant experience and also theoretical knowledge in order to excel in the industry. We are glad to share that this program is also paired with a CEMS MIM program to offer students to be able the ability to specialize in both the marketing analytics and international management disciplines, and students will have the opportunity to study in 2 different countries, including Singapore. The double degree program, Marketing Analytics and Insights with the CEMS MIM, is a 2-year program. The first semester, it will be done in NUS. Second semester will be done in a partner university, the CEMS partner university. The third semester, students will do an internship abroad before coming back in the 4th semester to complete the MSc Marketing program in NUS. In a recent intake of August 2020, we have 92 students from 13 different regions. If you want to find out more about our program, you can always refer to our website and also email us at this email address. So to end off, let me share some a little bit more important and useful information. Some application deadlines to take note of. Our August intake programs of the accounting, finance, and marketing analytics. We have the deadline, final deadline on the 15th of April. The round 2 is upcoming. The round 2 deadline is upcoming on the 28th of February. And do take note of if you wish to apply to MSc Marketing Analytics and Insights and the double degree program with CEMS, the application deadline is this month on the 28th of February. For our January intake programs, the MSc Management, MSc Management CEMS, and the HR program, our intakes, our deadline application deadlines are slightly later in the year, July and September. The admission requirements, I may have touched a little bit earlier. So all our programs will require applicants to have a good bachelor's degree in any discipline for all the programs except the MSc Management and the CEMS MIM double degree programs. If you wish to apply to our MSc Management and the CEMS MIM double degree programs, you will need to have a business or business-related discipline, or at least a business minor, which means that you have taken some business electives in your undergraduate degree. We also need you to have a good TOEFL IELTS score. If English was not the minimum instruction of your undergraduate program or not your mother tongue. For all shortlisted candidates, there will be an admissions interview conducted virtually if you're not in Singapore, and also in this current climate. For applicants who wish to apply to the double degree program, applicants will need to have to be proficient in 2 languages, including English, at the point of application. The fees for our program are as follows. Most of our specialized masters are 60,000 plus GST, which is the Singapore's Good and Service Charge. It is currently at 7% of the program fee. Our MSc Management is 45,000. Do take note, if you wish to apply to the double degree program, there is an additional charge. Application fees are waived for the MSc in Accounting and MSc in Human Capital Management and Analytics for this intake. So some financial information that you may find useful. For all our programs, there are limited scholarships or study awards. No separate application will be required, and award of this study awards and scholarships is based on merit. These study awards and scholarships will cover a portion of the program fees. So some additional information about loans, you can find out from your home country or find out from another financial institute, for example, Prodigy Finance. There are some other ways that you can get your scholarships as well. For example, for the citizens of certain countries, they will be able to obtain scholarships from the government, for example, or from the private companies. For example, DAAD is usually awarded to German citizens, or the Saudi Arabian government sometimes will give out scholarships to Saudi Arabian students. You may also find out more from your company. There are some companies who will offer scholarships in exchange for a bond signed with the company. Some estimated cost of living. Typically, we will advise candidates or applicants to budget, or students to budget about 18,000 Singapore dollars a year, or about $1,500 a month. As you can see, the bulk of the expenses go into accommodation, while meals and transport in Singapore can be typically inexpensive. Of course, in addition to the life that you'll be having in your classroom, there are also some the student experience is not complete without having the experience outside of the classroom. Some of the events that our students partake in include case study competitions. So you can read more about on the different activities and events that are happening with our MSc student in the website, as shown. You can just Google BizBeat NUS MSc. Second last point, accommodation. Accommodation on campus is typically very limited. Demand usually exceeds the supply. So most of our students live off campus. Usually students will share an apartment with 3 or 4 others. The business school is situated near some private housing estate. So most of our students, they live about 10 to 15-minute journey to the business school. And just to share some of the different campus services and facilities that we have, we do have libraries, numerous cafes, study ports. We also have a sports and recreation center with different sports facilities like tennis, badminton, table tennis, etc. The campus is quite large, so you will have an internal shuttle bus to ferry you around the campus, different parts of the campus. There is also a clinic which you can visit if you are not feeling well. For students who wish to join different interest groups, sports groups, there are more than 100 of it on campus which you can participate in. So thank you for your time. To end off, I'm sharing some the program websites for your information. And now let's go on to Q&A.
Awesome. Thank you, Daniel. That was a phenomenal presentation. We'll dive right into the Q&A. We've had some questions coming in the comment section. So I'll just start off with this first one here. What are you looking for in a candidate to the program? Is there a molded fit that AdCom looks for in a prospective student?
I think there is no sort of fixed checklist that we tick every time the committee interviews a person. I think, of course, academic capability is something that we expect of students. But of course, every individual we will interview in person. Every shortlisted candidate we will interview. Of course, we will review each candidate based on their own merit. So, for example, someone who wants to go into corporate finance may be very different from someone who wants to specialize in investment finance. So, because of the difference in discipline, we tend to accept students from different backgrounds, different cultures in a class. And this also adds to the learning experience as a whole for the entire cohort.
Absolutely. Me looking through here. I know, here's a question. How different is the Master's in Finance course from the CFA exam? Are students kind of pursuing the CFA while also pursuing the Master's in Finance? What's that look like?
I would say there will definitely be some overlap between the two, CFA and Finance, our MSc in Finance, because both are finance sort of programs. However, I would say that our MSc in Finance is more, there is a more practical approach to it. Our faculty members makes use of a lot of case studies in their teaching. So that may be slightly different from the CFA, which may tend to be more theoretical in nature. So our program is more focused on the practical aspect. But of course, there is the theory part, which I would say may overlap with the CFA.
Absolutely.
Yes, there are also students who are pursuing the CFA with the maybe before or after the MSc in Finance.
Right. Awesome. Scrolling through here. So what are the chances of getting an admit as the students move into the last admissions rounds? Are they at a disadvantage applying later on, or is it kind of a level playing field for them?
I would encourage students to apply as early as possible, but we will not disadvantage students who apply in the last rounds. But having said that, we don't have a quota for each round as well. So if and when you wish to submit an application, please do so. We review the applications on a rolling basis in each application cycle. So, for example, if you apply to in the first admissions round and you are not shortlisted for an interview, we will keep your application all the way until the deadline, where we may review again in case there may be changes to your application, or if you are doing a new internship, for example. Yeah, so we don't reject outright until the very last day.
Awesome. Now, does NUS accept the Duolingo test?
I
know some programs have, and so.
At this point, no, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Yeah. Perfect. You mentioned before that each program admits individuals from various backgrounds. For the Masters of Science in Marketing, does an individual need to have marketing-specific work experience?
I think one way that you show interest in a particular topic is to have some experience in it. While we don't need you to have a specific work experience in marketing per se, but you will need to show why you are a good fit for this program. Number one, and number two, why should why are you pursuing this program? What is it that you want to do in the future that this program will help you to get to? Yeah. For the Masters of Science in Management plus the CEMS program, will NUS consider it separately? So I guess in other words, if they cannot get into the CEMS program, is there any opportunity for them to get accepted into the Masters of Science in Management program? Okay, so if you wish to be considered for the single degree MSc Management, you will need to submit an application to it, as well as the double degree with the CEMS program. So you should submit two applications if you wish to be considered for both. So if you are not successful in the double degree program, you will be considered for the single degree program. But if you are successful for the double degree program, you will be automatically successful for the single degree program, which at a point you will need to choose which program you would like to take.
Absolutely. And I'm going to come over here. We got time for about one or two more questions. I want to, COVID has had an impact on the entire world. So how has COVID affected the criteria of admissions for international students?
Okay, I think there are certain things like GMAT. GMAT is not taken, cannot be taken in person. So there are alternative tests which we may consider, even though GMAT is not compulsory for our programs. But for example, TOEFL IELTS is mandatory. So we do consider the digital tests in order to admit students. So there is certain flexibility. I think we do understand the impact of COVID-19 that has that international students are facing. So we are generally understanding, and at any point, I think if, for example, if you did not do well in any of your undergraduate course because of COVID-19, I think the panel will not immediately discount that. I think we would try to find out more what happened and why it happened before they make a final decision.
Perfect. Awesome. Daniel, I want to thank you again. I know prior to going live, you had said it was almost midnight in Singapore. So it's nearing 1 a.m. for you. So you have had a very long day, I'm sure, at work and then with this session. So I want to thank you for staying up so late and taking the time to present the programs that's offered by NUS. To everybody else watching, we have 3 more sessions today. So again, make sure that you register for each of these sessions for the giveaways that are done at the end of each session. And then make sure that you ask your questions in each of the sessions. This is a great opportunity to have your questions answered that you may have been curious about prior. And so with that being said, we'll go ahead and we'll end this session here. And Daniel, you can go ahead and get some rest. So
Thank you very much for having me here.
thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Josh.